And I never told you this, but one of the finalists for the part of Gloria was Penny Marshall.
There's a rumor that Sally Struthers refuses to talk about one episode of All in the Family from 1975. People say it aired once, caused a storm, and then vanished. Sounds wild, but let's slow it down. I'm walking you through what actually aired that year, why memories get fuzzy, and how a simple TV edit can turn into a scary legend. Stick around, because the truth is more interesting than the whisper. Sally played Gloria, Archie and Edith's daughter, for years. The show wasn't shy. It talked about politics, family fights, gender, race, money, all the stuff people argue about at home. Because it pushed limits, folks often remember the feelings more than the facts. Our goal here is simple: keep what's on tape separate from what's just talk. When you do that, the one-night-only story doesn't match what we can still watch and read about today. Now, 1975 had real flashpoints. One story shows Archie giving mouth-to-mouth to Beverly LaSalle, a drag performer, and freaking out about what it means. Another has a lodge show that slides into old-time blackface, while Gloria goes into labor. By today's standards, that's hard to watch. But hard to watch isn't the same as lost forever. These stories are known. They didn't vanish. They're part of the show's record, like the rest. So why do people swear there's a banned episode? Older shows get trimmed for time, or they air with a short warning about dated content. A scene might run long in one cut and short in another. Fans see a change years later and think something got buried. Add a headline that claims Sally won't talk about it, and the rumor grows legs. But not wanting to relive the same question in every interview is not a secret deal with a vault. Rumors love empty space. If an episode felt different, or made people mad, that empty space fills with guesses. All in the Family lived in that space. It didn't tiptoe. It charged in and let the audience react. Over time, memories blend. A headline from one year sticks to a plot from another. That's how a tough episode becomes a one-time broadcast that no one is allowed to mention. It's a game of telephone that never ends. There's also how TV copies work. People picture a locked room of tapes that no one can see. In real life, there are different cuts for different needs. One for the first run, one for reruns, one trimmed to fit a tighter slot. A cold open gets dropped here, a tag scene gets trimmed there. If you only ever saw the long cut once, it can feel like it vanished later. That feeling is real, but it isn't proof of a single forbidden night. Now, about Sally herself. She's talked about hard parts of her career, from pay fights to wanting more say in stories. That's a person who speaks up. If she steers a question away, it may be because it's been asked to death, or because it shifts attention from the work to a stale gotcha moment. Dodging a tired topic isn't the same as guarding a dark secret. It's just setting a boundary and moving on with life. And the hundreds of angry letters bit? In the 70s, letters were today's comment section. Any show that poked a hot topic got flooded. That includes dramas, comedies, even game shows when they changed a rule. Mail volume proves people were watching and had feelings. It does not prove a network locked a tape in a box and swore everyone to silence forever. Outrage is common. A one-and-done airing is rare. Here's the clear read. Take a show famous for pushing buttons. Add a few 1975 plots that still sting. Mix in reruns, edits, and modern warnings. Then add the internet, where a spicy headline spreads faster than a careful timeline. You end up with a myth that feels neat and tidy. Real history isn't tidy. It's uneven. It's messy. It almost never fits the clean-aired once and disappeared shape that rumor fans love. There's also the emotional side. Fans link episodes to life moments. Watching with parents, hearing the studio gasp, feeling a joke hit a nerve. When a memory carries that kind of charge, it can feel like the episode itself must have been dangerous. In truth, the danger was the talk the show wanted you to have after. That was the point. Bring the hard conversation to the couch, not hide it in a warehouse. Step back and look at Sally's impact. Gloria was a bridge between Archie's old world and a changing new one. Whether Sally answers a question, skips it, or laughs it off, the work stands. You can still watch those stories, sit with them, and decide how they land for you today. You don't need a hidden reel to see how far the show pushed network TV, and why it still sets off debates decades later. So the next time someone swears there's a secret 1975 episode Sally refuses to discuss, you can push back with a calm take. Yes, there were edgy plots. Yes, people were upset. But the power of the show wasn't one missing night. It was the weekly mix of laughs and arguments that made families talk. If that hits home, drop a comment with the scene you remember most, and tell me if it plays different now.